What's up, everybody? Good morning. What's going on? This is your boy Q. Welcome to MTG Live on this morning. Hang on just a second. Where is there? I am. What's going on, everybody? Good morning. Good morning to you. We having some technical difficulties on this morning. Uh, Hang on just a quick second here for me. Thank y'all again for watching this morning. I'm a little discombobulated this morning. This 9 o'clock thing, boy, is really doing it to me. I hope everybody's having a great day so far. Let's see here. All right. Oh, that was Mo. All right. So good morning, everybody. I hope you guys can hear me really, really good. Again, I'm your boy Q. Welcome to MTG Live on today. Listen, on today, we have a special guest on the show on today. He's going to be on with us in just a moment. I'm waiting on Mo to jump in to the video on today. I hope you guys had a great and wonderful week on this week. Make sure, of course, that you tune in to us on this coming Monday evening for MTG After Dark. Uh, we got some things to talk about on After Dark, so make sure you join myself and my girl, Miss Sunshine, for After Dark on this weekend. Sorry, on this coming week on Monday. And then, of course, you'll see us again on next Saturday as well at 9 o'clock a.m. Central Standard Time, 10 o'clock Eastern Time. So we got some things to talk about. On today, while I'm waiting for Mo to come in to the show, we have a special guest with us on this morning. I'm trying to see if Anthony's feed is ready at this time. I don't see him on there. I see him, but I don't see him. So I'm just making sure. Hopefully, he's getting everything together over there. Make sure everything's cool. Anthony, if you can hear me and things of that nature, go ahead and come on in so I can bring you on screen. So we're gonna be talking about today. What do men really want? Most sent us a whole list of some stuff or whatever the case it is, and so we're gonna be going over that on today. And also, we're gonna talk a little bit about before we get into that about Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl performance. There's definitely been some talk about that, the different elements of the concert that he put on at the Super Bowl, or the performance, sorry, that he put on at the Super Bowl. Of course, a lot of people talking about, of course, a lot of different elements, of course, like Samuel Jackson, playing Uncle, what was it, Uncle Tom? And then, of course, two of Drake's exes, of course, in a video, which one is none other than 23 time Grand Slam champion Serena Williams, which is my girl. And everybody knows that if you know me, you know I love Serena, period. Don't care what she's got going on. I love Serena. And SZA was on there as well. I was like, oh, wow. I totally forgot Drake dated SZA. So yeah, so we're gonna be talking about that as soon as they get in here. We got Anthony getting himself straight real quick. I'm gonna break him on in just a second. Yeah, so we're gonna be running across that on this morning here. Like I said, Mo sent us a whole list of some stuff we're gonna be going over in just a second. I think Anthony is ready at this point in time. I think he's ready. You good? You ready, sir? I don't know if he's paying me any attention or not. I'm trying to give him a thumbs up to see if he's good. All right. So make sure you do us a favor and go ahead and subscribe to us on YouTube. Hit that notification button. Go ahead and do that for us if you're watching the show on YouTube. And on Match Gas Entertainment, go ahead and hit that follow button as well. Is what it's going to do is it's going to notify you every time we go live. We definitely want to go ahead and make sure we're doing that. Yeah. All right. So I think Anthony's ready. I'm going to bring him on here. It's my boy, Anthony Brown. He is from Houston, Texas, but currently resides in the DMV area. I'm hoping all is well down there with him as far as the weather is concerned. He's been on the show before. He's going to introduce himself here in a second. He also has his own podcast as well. My boy Anthony Brown. Let me do it like that. What's up, man? Good morning. Can you hear me?
Hello. You forgot I told you I was in town.
You know what?
So that I had the right time of here.
When good morning, first of all. How you doing? You doing all right?
I'm good. I'm good.
Good man. Let me tell you. It's weird because I sent the message before I knew you in Houston.
Uh,
And so what happened was I was like when I was like he said he was in Houston. Oh, well I just put 9 a.m. on the chat versus the text I sent.
okay, okay,
Yeah, and so I guess me not having a whole lot of sleep, it just all over the place.
okay.
Happy New Year to you, man. You doing all right?
Say it again.
Say Happy New Year.
Oh, same to you. Same to you.
So you in the great city of Houston, Texas. Um, um, did you have a good Valentine's Day?
What's that? If Valentine's Day was a for Christmas, I would say bah humbug.
Yeah, yeah. I it's still my birthday season, man. I turned 47 on the 12th, and so I'm still celebrating my birthday. So
You know, I'm glad your birthday has come and gone because I'm tired of hearing about it. You
it
remember
sound
that?
like you sound like my mom, man. Oh my goodness. All right.
You
Okay.
deserve to
So
come and
somebody
go.
said I have bad feedback whenever I speak.
All
Okay.
jokes aside, I
So
hope you had a good time.
yeah. So what I will do is I'll check on that here in just a second, Miss Montgomery. Is that better? Miss Montgomery, let me know if that's better. If you can hear me a little bit better. Okay, okay. Whew. Sorry, y'all. I'm getting this yawn out the way. Okay, Anthony stepped off for just a quick second. You good, Anthony?
Yeah, I was just trying to connect to the Wi-Fi, make sure my speed was okay.
Or should we call you Dr. Brown?
Not yet.
Not real. Okay.
Not yet.
What?
We working on that.
So I got you on the show on today. Most of is coming, and but this is what I'm gonna do. I am going to play a video real quick. I'm gonna go out and come back in just to make sure because I do hear just a little bit of feedback, and so it may be me. And so I'm gonna refresh it, and then I'm gonna come back in, and we'll go from there. That be okay?
Okay.
Okay. Hang on just a quick second, everybody. Don't you take it behind nowhere. Stay right there, and we're gonna come right back. Let me play a video that's a little bit longer in nature here. Right back. Here we go. All right, everybody. I hope that that's better. Refreshed it. We're all set to go. Anthony, you up there? You can come back on the screen. We got you all set, and hopefully there's not any more feedback at this particular time. So we're gonna jump right on into it. Jump right on into it. So, hey, if you are there, let me know, brother. All right. So hang on just a second here. We're getting everything set up. I don't know why I'm having so many technical difficulties this morning. Hang on just a second. All right, ladies and gentlemen,
I'm
boys and
trying to make some
girls.
adjustments on this side to make sure it wasn't me.
Can you hear me now? Hey, is that good? Is that better?
Yeah, I hear you fine, but I'm trying to make adjustments, make sure it's not me.
Okay, me too. All right, Mo Swag is on this morning. Right. Good morning, Mo.
Good morning. How are y'all doing today? Can you hear me?
I'm well. Good
Yes.
morning.
Good morning.
It's
Good
good to see
morning,
you
Mo.
again.
Yeah, yeah. Thank God for Mo. We love Mo. Everybody loves Mo.
Y'all are so kind. Just want to let you know that where are we? Just want to let you know, Golden Corral is so good. I do call it a trough, but it is so good.
Oh, you at Golden Corral right now? Golden Corral said breakfast.
Yeah, 8 o'clock in the morning. Me and every old person in America.
So what you eat for breakfast, Mo?
Birthday celebration today.
Oh, happy birthday. The chocolate drop birthday, right? That's right. She's an Aquarius like me. Very
Like you.
inquisitive. Yeah.
That's how I can deal with her because I've been dealing with you and
Oh, that's
Reggie.
horrible. That's horrible, Mo. Anthony, is that better? You good?
Yeah, I switched to my computer to make sure. My phone.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Anthony, yeah, Anthony was talking about, I think his volume went out.
You can't hear me?
Now I can, yes.
Okay, okay.
Okay. All right. So let's get into it. So Mo, real quick, let's talk about this Kendrick Lamar performance that happened on Super Bowl Sunday, February the 9th. The halftime show, I believe, was 16 minutes long. There were so many different elements everybody's been talking about, have so many different perspectives on the halftime show. So I will ask both of you, first of all, did you guys enjoy the halftime show? And if you did or did not, what was the part that really grabbed your attention?
You
You on
you
mute,
on
Mo.
mute.
Anthony, since you're our guest, you can go first. Okay, let me go first because I'm not gonna have much to say. Don't know who Kendrick Lamar was. Didn't know. Don't know. I've researched him since then. Didn't watch the Super Bowl halftime for one reason. My team wasn't in it. Neither one of my teams. Carolina Panthers or the Dallas Cowboys. But what he, from what I understand, what he did and what he said was prolific. It was great.
Did you say Carolina, the Panthers, nor the Cowboys?
Yeah.
You're not
Yeah.
gonna be watching many Super Bowls, are you, Mo?
I know. I told somebody, I said, Dak Prescott's girlfriend, baby mama, because she getting ready to have a second one, and him got a lot in common. They both don't have no rings.
Uh,
Well, see,
okay,
the Cowboys
Anthony,
curse. They're not going to be in the Super Bowl until they get it to the owner dies. Did you say that?
I said that.
Yes.
That's when the Cowboys. Now, listen, for all y'all Cowboy fans, we still don't care or whatever, but that's
Well,
when
he
the next
first
time
has to,
Dallas go,
yeah,
that's
he
when they're
has to
gonna go.
acknowledge that outside child first. He has to acknowledge that outside child first. He didn't. He ain't acknowledged him. Ain't nothing good gonna come to him. That's in every Bible verse I done thought I read.
Now you notice the Commanders how far they went after they owned sold the team. No, you might be on to something.
Thank you. So,
Yeah,
Anthony,
the
what
Dallas
you thinking
Cowboys
after
do something,
halftime?
but they'll do
Kendrick
something when
Lamar.
Jerry
I know
Jones
you know
when
him.
he die.
Well, I know Anthony's well read, so he knows Kendrick Lamar.
Well, for me, um, I do follow Kendrick Lamar. I didn't know. I realized how many songs I have his downloaded until the Super Bowl happened. Because a lot of times I listen to music and I don't know who the artist is, but I do listen to a lot of his music. Um, During the halftime show, it was so much symbolism coming at you at one time. I could not even comprehend it. I said, I'm gonna wait to the critics, right there, dissertation about this. And so it meant more to me after the fact, after I looked at the interpretation of it. Uh, then I was like, oh, so the halftime show was brilliant. Uh, Now someone was saying that online. I think for a lot of people who didn't like it, it went over their head because for most people, I think it was like a generational gap going on where people wanted the meaning to be in their face. But art is supposed to make you think. You're supposed to be able to interpret it, because if you don't, if you're not able to interpret something that's artistic, be it a painting, be it a performance, then it's pointless. So I thought it was brilliant.
That's the thing. I like that point. Art is it's not supposed to be in your face. You don't. They don't need it. We as a society are so used to things being spoon fed to us that we no longer have any critical thinking skills. That we no longer how to put one and one together and get two if someone doesn't tell us. I mean, you got high school students now who use a calculator for basic multiplication, like 6 times 3. I've seen it every day. Scares me.
You know, Mo, I'm gonna say this. First of all, of course, I know who Kendrick Lamar is. I am a Kendrick Lamar fan. Um, he is what I like to call, and what I've heard him called before. He is a message rapper. Okay, all of his music has a message to it. For the controversial way that people of color has been treated in this country, and actually being in a place where he is more conscious of everything, more woke, if you could say that, and so what happens is that his music always has a message to it, the way that the people are being treated, and from his lenses as to being a man from Compton, California. And so let me say this. We don't have a lot of those rappers anymore. Like Queen Latifah, for example. We knew what kind of message Queen Latifah was coming with. And don't get me wrong, I love Queen Latifah just like I like Lil Kim. But Lil Kim is a hardcore rapper. You have all these different types of genres within one. And so of course, my favorite part is Serena Williams. When I saw her, I was like, is that Serena? I said, somebody rewind it. Let me go back and look at that. So I made them hit the button and to let me see if that was really Serena, and that was really Serena. And so don't get me wrong, I'm just like, I was ecstatic that all this was done in the orange man's face. He just didn't know what to do with himself, because no matter what you try to do, you cannot silence us. We'll never be silenced. That's just not going to happen. Hey, Mia, she said, yeah, he's more conscious rap. Absolutely. We don't have many rappers like him anymore. She says again, like Common. That's another one. Common, and then of course J. Cole, she says. And so, there are a lot of different, other message rappers out there. Ms. Montgomery, she says here, I enjoy the artistry of it, Anthony. I also love the boldness of the artist himself, and the fact that he was able to ruffle so many feathers in such a short period of time. That's what you're supposed to do. That's exactly what you're supposed to. Um, Mia said the Serena dance was more of a shock to Drake. Well, that song he wrote, you used to call me on your cell phone, you know, late night when you need my loving.
Mhm.
I know you hear that Hotline Bling. That's the name of the song, Hotline Bling. That can only mean one thing. I mean, so yeah, it stung him.
E- e-
It
Even
stung
the
him a little
Serena,
bit.
even the Serena dance did a lot more than the surface. It wasn't just surface level. You notice she's wearing blue and she's doing the crip walk. So it was Drake. Drake, this is beyond Drake. He's just look how she be on warfare. This is much bigger than Drake in that battle. So
Absolutely. And, of course, I know you guys been seeing clips about it, but Serena Williams did the crip walk also when she won her gold medal in London in 2012. That was a staple, and they wanted to fine her for that. Okay, now this goes way back before that she was even hollering at Drake. When she won her gold medal, she wanted to put that staple right there in that venue, because that is the venue where Wimbledon is held every year, and Wimbledon's always been straight white coats. We'll do it like that. And so by doing that in that venue, winning her gold medal, and I believe I can't remember what tennis player it was. I think it was Maria Sharapova. I believe is who it was. I go back and if you guys look it up, correct me later. But she spanked her. She spanked her, and it took her, I believe, like 46 minutes to win that gold medal. And so, we're going to be everywhere, at the same time. And that's just what that is. That's just what that is. So let's jump into it. Ms. Montgomery said, I hope our people were listening, and I hope that they are making some methodical moves as a result of it. Yeah, me too. Drake talked about that. Well, yes, she did. He did. Drake had a whole diss record, had like a few songs talking about Serena Williams. And, hey, look, she's Serena Williams. Y'all talked about her being pasty face,
So
that she was
let me see
bleaching
if
her
I got this right,
skin.
because
All
I'm
kind of
not
crazy
into
stuff.
rap, and you are the tennis guru.
I
So
love it.
Drake talked about Serena's billionaire husband because he's just a millionaire because Jay Prince won't let him make all the money and keep it. So who
Well,
bending over? Who really bending over?
well, Drake been bending over, you know. And then they comparing the stats, Kendrick versus Drake, which Drake has more hits because Drake has been featured a lot on other people's songs. But now a lot of the community that he even came with is not even paying him any mind anymore because he's the one started the diss with Kendrick Lamar. He came after that man first. And I've always said, listen, if you don't know the power of a person, until they make a message out of your foolishness.
You definitely can't start it if you can't finish it.
That's
And that
right.
little
That's what I'm
that little
saying.
boy from Canada, he can't start. He can't. He should have just. That little light skinned boy should have just shut it up. He should have just shut it up. Just like in the Super Bowl, Mahomes should have just shut it up. You know,
Just be quiet, Rick.
he should have just been quiet like he was, because he thought his mama, and his and his wife thought they were gonna do something, and just that was gonna be a repeat. That boy lost so bad. That boy lost so bad.
It's his performance has now streamed. I believe it's over 134 million streams, including the live or whatever. It's the most watched Super Bowl now. Performance, halftime performance, even
Yeah.
grossing past Beyonce.
And
And
Michael
so
Jackson. Yeah.
and Michael. And so that's pretty powerful,
and
Well,
and I
especially
and
with
it could be,
Mike.
and it could be true too that people are going back to look at it again once they understand uh, what it's all about. That could be part of the factor. I will say this also. This was this this was the most I guess prolific Super Bowl performance since Beyonce's formation. And that was, I guess, controversial as well. Because remember, that was controversial when she did the reality scene and did the flooding.
right, right, right. See, I'm just happy that it was on the heels of the Lift Every Voice and Sing, because people still don't understand that it's a hymnal. And even though Master Gas posted that it was a hymnal and what page it was on in the Presbyterian book, the Methodist hymnal, the Baptist hymnal, it's a hymnal. It is a church song. And so it started out as a poem, and it was amazing. And so I thought all of that was symbolic. And to me, and I know I'm being old and preachy, but the ancestors are cutting for us. And they just said, wait. They just said, wait, because those people are going to destroy themselves. That's what I keep hearing. That's what I keep reading. That's what continues to come over and over and over.
And Legacy sung the hell out of that song. I mean, first of all, I mean that woman, Legacy, is just magical. I mean, like if you If you don't like lettuce, something is wrong with you. Like something is completely wrong with you if you don't like lettuce. Lettuce, first of all, one of her vocal coaches is one of the most overlooked talents in the world, and that's Rochelle Farrell. If you don't know who Rochelle Farrell is, something is wrong with you. You know, and Rochelle Farrell was her mentor and took Lettuce under her wing, and she blossomed into this beautiful thing. Inside and out. And I love Lettuce. But yeah. Anything else before we move on? Let's get to the conversation today. Anything else about the performance that
No,
we want to talk about before we get into it?
just quickly, is it me or are people making a bigger deal about lift every voice and seeing being sung? Because in every sports event that's on a national stage, like the NBA does it, they always sing lift every voice and sing. So why? I guess it's the DI thing. I don't know why are people making such a big deal this time.
Because people are stupid and because
No, you
his
can't say that.
supporters are stupid. And when you call it the black national anthem, their panties get in a bunch. When you call it lift every voice in the sea, they don't know. They're like, oh, it's been so divisive. There's only one
Oh,
anthem. We don't call it. We don't call it that. We call it lift every voice and sing. And it's not
but
LIFT, it's
but I think
LIF.
we should be non-apologetic and call it the Black National Anthem. What's wrong with we cannot allow one person to not we're all not the same.
Well, see, this is the problem with that. This is what we don't need to be doing. We don't need to tell him nothing. We
Mhm,
need to move in silence. See, that's been our problem. And with this situation with education and he's the DOE and all of that,
mhm,
that's okay. Let it go. Because before segregation, our schools were stronger.
mhm,
Because I can tell you, I can have 20 kids who look like me in a class, and there's not going to be a problem with classroom management.
mhm, mhm,
There's also not going to be a problem with how they learn, how they retain, and how they continue, because I am going to
mhm,
make certain they get it. And
mhm,
if they don't get it,
mhm,
as I'm sitting at my desk, I will call their parents right then and say, Miss Lucretia, I know you over there at Friendship West. I was just wondering how y'all do it because he acting up in class. Or I can go to him and say, you want me to go tell your pastor, Reverend Haynes? See, I can say that when they look like me in the class. It could be 20 or 30, but they're gonna be set up right. But now when you got someone named Becky who's like, well, we have to understand their feelings and they have to give us their thoughts on things and we must understand where they're coming from. And I'm like, this is where they're coming from. They sitting in that chair.
mhm,
So what y'all gonna do? They hate us so much that they're gonna hurt their own selves.
mhm,
Segregate the schools if you want to.
mhm. Economically, we were stronger too.
Huh?
Economically, we were stronger too. As people,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Absolutely.
I like the song. I love the song makes me happy because when we sing in the church, it just gives me strength. And that when we get to that second verse, "Stony the road we trod," oh, it just makes me happy. I just throw my hand in the air with my handkerchief. I just love it and rear my head back with my head. I'm just telling y'all, I love it. I love the song. But see, I also love
Absolutely.
Easter more than I love Easter more than I love Christmas. That's a whole nother discussion because he
Yeah, that's a
rose.
whole nother discussion, Mo, because we're not gonna talk about Christmas, the pagan holiday. We're not gonna
Because he
even go there.
rose. Anthony,
We're
he
not gonna go there
rose.
today.
And on the
But
third
real
day, when
quick,
the
Mo.
women went there, I'm finished. When the women went there and moved that rock, they didn't move the rock with themselves. They needed some help because only the women were there, and they three of them. It was his mama, his woman, and when they moved that rock, because them other boys were scared, talking about, oh no, he's dead. They're like, we got checked. They moved that rock, and he was gone on the third day because it was the women who moved that rock. I'm gonna keep saying that, but it's on Easter.
Mo, you and these pagan holidays. But really quick, give me something real quick, Mo. Give me a Black History fact real quick. Let's do that. Happy Black History Month. Happy Black History Month. I should have said that at the beginning of the show, but y'all know, whatever. You got a quick Black History fact for
Black
us, Mo?
history is from day one to the day I die. Black history from day one. Here's a cute little Black history fact that nobody knows. Everybody knows that Martin Luther King's name was Michael when it started in the beginning. That's his name originally, Michael, and his sisters and brothers and everybody still called him Michael. But here is the thing: the Woolworth sit-ins that happened on February 1st in Greensboro, North Carolina. Here's it.
Mm,
They wouldn't feed the four guys who were there, right?
okay.
Had they fed them, had they served them, they didn't have no money.
Mm,
They didn't have no
mm,
money. They didn't have no money because it was the first of the month. So they had other people behind it. There was a road they were gathering money up just in case they had fed them. But all them folk had to do was just give them their food, their hamburger. And I'm from Greensboro, and the Woolworth has horrible food, and they don't have no season on it, so they were just making a point. But yeah, had they fed them, they didn't have no money. That would have been a funny thing. Little black known history fact.
Okay. I come out there in Greensboro, North Carolina, over at the Woolworth restaurant. Now, when you said Woolworth, I immediately thought about Wool Light because I don't know why that made sense in my brain. I know it's not the same thing, but forgive me.
You can buy wood
Uh,
light. You can buy wood light at the Woolworth.
exactly. Exactly. Okay, Mo, let's get into it. So what do men really want? What do men really want, Mo? You go ahead and let's talk about it, Mo. What you want to talk about? It's on you.
Anthony, I need help. What do men really want? Do they want the side pieces or not? What do men really want? What do
Well,
they really want?
Well, men that are in a that prefer to be in a monogamous relationship, they really don't need the side piece if they're getting what they want at home. Uh, uh, that that side piece thing it could be full of a lot of different things. It could be trauma. It could be feeling the lack of support. It could come from many different things. But the side piece really isn't something that men really want. They want support. They want to be
See,
uplifted.
Anthony, I knew you would come with the psychological edge, talking about trauma, triggers, blah blah.
That's
They
my
just need a
background.
cheerleader. I know that's your background.
Mhm.
Harvard, Yale educated. But look, this is what I need to know. Is a side piece essential? Or is it just a cheerleader?
Um, side piece is essential. It's okay. When men cheat, let's talk about when men cheat. When men cheat, it's about the man. It's not about the woman. It's about you, your brokenness of who you are on the inside. It doesn't have anything to do with the woman. Even though when men cheat, you're hurting someone. You're getting someone else involved in your stuff. In your stuff. But cheating is not about the relationship itself.
Okay, so side pieces, it's about broken men. It's not about how less. Okay, so a side piece is about a man who is broken. It's not about his partner who's broken or less than.
Right, for the most part.
Okay.
Right, for the most part. Now, of course, there can be some people who need to leave a relationship and start those side pieces, those side relationships. But that's another story, I guess.
Well, Ernie said side pieces are essential. Side pieces are essential for the divorce lawyer. Keep it up, Ernie. Keep it up.
Yeah. But also, I said men who choose monogamy.
Yes.
Some men don't choose monogamy, and people who with monogamy is not for you, it needs to be stated. It needs you need to be in a situation where those arrangements can take place. So monogamy, I guess, isn't for everybody.
I'm glad that you said that, Anthony. I would like to just say this.
Why are you saying anything, Q?
Well, because he
Monogamy.
because I,
Monogamy.
I think that what Anthony said is correct. You know, monogamy is a choice. It
Yes.
is a choice that a person makes. Now, Mo. Now I know that we trying to help the people not be alone no more. You know, some people they wasn't alone. They, they. I saw some of the posts on yesterday about Valentine's Day. They was like, I'm doing this for me at Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day. Who needs him? Who needs her? Type of situation. But one thing that I have come to know, I have to wake up. One thing I've come to know is that every man is not meant to be a husband, which essentially every woman is not meant to be a wife. I want to say that again. Every man is not meant to be a husband. The one that walks side by side with you, the one that may want to, I mean, have the gift to lead your house and lead your home, because that is a gift. Just because you are masculine and you got a heavy voice and you can push people around, that don't make you a leader. That could really make you a coward if you're not really careful. I'm just saying, fellas, all that good stuff. But every person is not meant to be monogamous. And so if you are in a situation, and I'm gonna be honest with you, the first maybe 30 minutes of me meeting you, I know in my brain if I'm gonna be faithful to you or not, if I'm gonna get with you. I already know it. And I believe that some people have to be real about that, Mo, nowadays, especially nowadays when there's so much out there for relationships, so many people talking about them. And so it's like, you will know straight up, Mo, if you sat across the table from somebody and you say, I'm looking for, for me to only be one of the parents over there and the president of the PTA. I want a man who have a bookshelf and who has read his books. His passport must be stamped. All these different things in your mind that of the person sitting in front of you at the moment. Well, that person on his mind be like, you know what? I just want to hit this because she almost, got the color of a paper sack. You know, there are
But then
so
there's
many
forced
different
monogamy.
things.
There's forced monogamy. There's forced
Right.
monogamy. If you broke, if you ugly, if you
Hmm.
stupid,
But beauty is relative.
beauty is relative to women. Men, that's the first thing y'all look at.
Even when it comes to men,
Hmm.
that it's all opinionated. For example, it could be that Q and I would never compete because his type may be different from my type.
Well, Q likes anything that's breathing on his own and not living with his mama. That's all. That's all he says. You're a female. You're not living with your mother. Then he'll date you, or
And you got to
bed
call.
you.
Wait a minute, and Mo, and you got to call that crank.
And he got a
Okay.
cardiac crank. It don't take much for him. He's not looking for an intellectual equal. He's not. He's just looking for somebody. Well, a mouth breather too. He doesn't like,
But
But
but what I wanted to add was marriage is a vocation. It's a calling,
it's.
and
And don't you think it's a business too?
of course it is.
Yes.
Okay, Miss Montgomery, she said, I would agree that most men who cheat have some inner brokenness because I have been a woman who have done literally everything my man asked of me, and he still cheated. Well, can I just say this? Can
What you
can I
doing?
say this?
It wasn't you, Miss Montgomery.
I would say I don't think that had nothing to do with you.
Miss Montgomery is a
That
very
that
nice
that
person. I have 3 or 4 men I can set her up with.
I don't think that those men were for you if you did everything he asked you to do for him and he still cheated. That may have been some underlying insecurity that he may have had,
It
or
was
let's
because
just
Miss Montgomery's a beautiful woman, inside and out.
she is a beautiful woman inside and out. She really is. But beauty don't keep a man's penis in his pants. It just don't. You can be the most beautiful person and still be the biggest
Ask Halle
Rolling
Berry.
Stone ever.
What about Halle Berry? Ask Janet Jackson. Ask any one of them. Ask Eddie Murphy's wife.
And, and,
Whatever, that's her name. Eddie Murphy's ex-wife. That's her name.
and
That's her
perhaps,
name.
and I'm not talking about Miss Montgomery's situation, but I'm talking about situations like that. Perhaps the fact that when you do everything for someone, that's the issue as well. You know, sometimes you can't. Sometimes you got to say no. Sometimes you can't do everything for a person. You know.
Okay, so Ernie, I should I send you the link? Let me send you the link and you pop in for me. Pop in real quick for me. Get yourself set up. If you're not busy, pop in with me. He said, "Booty coochie ass don't keep no man." It does not.
Mm-mm.
It does not.
I don't want to hear what Ernie got to say because Ernie is wrong.
He said no. He said no. Okay, so Mo, so since we are on the subject of, well, I don't like the term side pieces, man. Arbor, not Barbara. I miss you, girl. We have deemed side pieces the name relationship assistance. Okay, and
Or relationship hoe.
okay, that too. So let's talk about intimacy real quick. So Anthony,
Mhm.
when it comes to the intimate part
Mhm.
of what do men really want, in your opinion, what would a man look for as it relates to his intimacy? That attraction that he could have, or is intimacy a huge part, or is it too huge for guys nowadays to stay at home?
So intimacy for a man and intimacy for a woman is different. Intimacy for a man is pretty physical. Intimacy for a woman is more emotional. Intimacy, and if men understand intimacy for a woman, then he probably would be more lucky. He would get more, right? Intimacy starts way before the bedroom for a woman. It's the things that you do, the fact that you picking up, helping cleaning up, the fact you washing dishes, the fact you taking out the trash, the fact that you fixing car, those honeydew things. That's when intimacy starts for a woman, and it moves from there. But intimacy for a man is purely physical, purely in the moment. Now, as he gets older, it may change a little bit because as men get older, and it has and a lot of it has a lot. It's of course when men get older, they get more estrogen, right, and less testosterone. So the emotional part taps in more. So you know that's
See,
how.
I was just gonna say, I've always been a guy that I like the little things. The little things matter to me,
Mhm.
and so, if you did something that caught my eye, as Granny would tell the boys all the time when we was growing up, she would say, love your woman on the feet. In other words, watch and see what she's doing, seeing how she's catering or caring for you.
Mhm.
Love her on her feet versus laying her down, because that'd be the first thing you want to do is lay her down. Sometimes it's not just about, throwing her up against the kitchen counter and handling your business, but it may just be about a hug. It could be the way that she smells. It could be anything, that could be little to catch your attention, and Granny used to always say, love her on your feet.
Now,
And so,
but intimate and sex, just to be clear, intimate and sex is two different things. Sex is part of intimacy, but it's two
okay,
things, you know.
So,
absolutely.
Anthony, intimacy to me is starts with your head first, right?
For,
Okay.
for women.
Okay. Okay. Just want to make sure I got that right, because so many women don't think that.
And
So,
for men, it's more physical than
yeah,
mental. Even
yeah.
though even though sex is 80 to 90% mental and 10% physical.
Well, yeah, because I have friends who have what are those poles in their bedroom, and they're like, "Well, I really got." I'm like, "You don't need to do that. Just vacuum your bedroom carpet. It's all right. Just vacuum. That's all."
Well, Mo, now that will go into more of more, if sometimes I think that women want to cater into a man's fantasy of certain things, and so, to be honest, keeping it fresh is important. Keeping it a little spicy is important. Now, If you can't
Anthony,
swing
okay,
on the
you're the
pole,
expert in this. I'm not listening to you no more.
if you like swinging on the pole, just don't fall. Is all I'm saying.
Every relationship is different as well. The
Okay.
couple creates the rules of their relationship. Every relationship is so. If you want to put a pole in the bedroom, you put a pole in the bedroom. But the pole is not going to stop them from going to the strip club.
Okay.
But every relationship.
See,
So
that's why I like to listen to Anthony because he's the expert.
What else you got, Mo? What else is on the agenda? Because it was a lot in that list. I know that you were saying something else. We were talking about it. What else you got for us?
See, my okay. So Anthony, this is how it came about. I have been wanting to do a panel about entitled "This will be the last Valentine's Day alone." Or without a mate, and I geared it toward women of a certain age, 25 to 45 really. And I wanted a group of men to tell women, what do men want, so that they can have these or achieve these relationship goals. And it always comes down whenever we poll the women or match the gas, or poll our female viewers. It always comes down to, what do men want? Is it sexual, or is it physical, or is it how well how much money you make? So tell me, what's the most important? And I know it depends on the man, but like, just speaking sociology, sociological speaking, what is it? What is the first thing that women can hone in or fix or work on?
when I do couples counseling, the issue that I find between most relationships is communication, knowing how to communicate, putting your needs out on the table, knowing how to put your needs out on the table, and not being silenced. Many people are silenced in relationships. Either it could be the man, it could be the woman, and when a person feels silenced in a relationship, then that's when the side piece happens, and the side piece happens just as often as it does for the man, for the woman, the man, and the women have side pieces too. Women do cheat just as much as men do, but cheating is just a symptom of a bigger problem, and it all starts with communication.
Okay, okay.
See, that's some good information right there.
That is good information, especially for somebody, who's actually looking for a mate. Because Mo, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think all of those that you mentioned are very important. The physical, the financial pieces of it all. But overall, if a man doesn't feel like a man in all of those areas, if he feels empty anywhere in those areas, it could force him, and because every man's not a cheater, so let's even throw that out there. There are some people say all men cheat. That's not true. That's not true at all. There are some very faithful guys out there, who have none other than to make the person that they're with very, very happy as long as they can. But if he feels a lack in those areas and he doesn't get the support that he needs from his mate, what happens is it drives his emotions a different place, away from you, away from the situation, because he could feel like, okay, well, I can't get my emotional stimulation here, so I'm gonna just work all the time, so that way you don't have to see me anymore, and I'll leave you right where you are, and I'll be like, okay, well, if you are not giving me what I need, then why am I here? And a lot of men are initiating more divorces now than women, because they used to, because some men feel like, okay, well, I'm not getting the stability that I need in myself. A woman needs to feel secure and feel stable in her relationship in most areas. Men need stabilization in their emotions, and because we don't dig in them often, and so if he's vulnerable and he's coming to you and you're slamming the door in his face, he's going to find something else to fill that void somewhere. And it don't have to be in another person. It could be at his job, it could be in his craft, it could be in his gift, it could be in his hobby. You hear
Gaming,
something,
right? Those video
right?
games.
gaming, anything he could just move his attention somewhere else because he feel like he's not supported.
One thing that makes a lot of relationships fail, and I think that's what you're saying, Q, is when a man feels emasculated. You know, um, women with strong personalities, and a lot of women have the skill, should make the man feel like he's running the household, even when she's truly running the household. The marriages that last longer with women that are strong, they make the man feel that he's running the household. And in fact, that's not the case. You know, for,
What's up, Juju? What's going on? What's going on, bro? He says it makes him feel like he has to prove himself that he is also, I'm sorry, that he is worth it also. So he will get the validation from another. That's a good point. So speaking about validation, you know, this, I ain't gonna, that's a whole nother show talking about validation. That's a whole nother show, especially if you have a man who is always looking to the future a lot. And sometimes how we do it, fellas, unfortunately, I'm so sorry to say this, but sometimes we get stuck in our own ruts because we used to it. We used to it. And so when you need validation, the person that you go to get the validation from is the one who you that has helped you along to help validate yourself. And so a lot of times, if we don't feel like we're getting the validation from our partner, we'll just run to ourselves with it. And whatever consequence come out of that, a lot of people is like, okay, well, I'll just take that. I'll take it. And so validation is good. I like that. Validation is good.
but that brings up to the point I wanted to share because I wrote some notes. I can't really find it right now. But one thing I remember writing down was that any man can become wealthy regardless of his educational level with the right woman behind him. It's the validation, it's the encouragement, it's the wise support. Any man can become wealthy, but it just depends on the woman he has behind him. So a lot of times women shouldn't look for, when they're looking for a mate, they should look for what he has. She can help him to become whatever it is that he can become.
Birthday package. Sorry.
Amazon must just left.
Anthony, he's touched. Anthony, he's touched, and not by the hem of his garment. He's touched. You see how he
So
just woo, butterfly.
listen, I like gifts.
Okay, it's
I
9:58, and we're coming to the end of our show. We'd like to most definitely thank our guest Anthony for coming on. We always appreciate his insightfulness, his real world experience, and in fact, Yale, Harvard. But what we want to do is, Anthony, give us your advice too. Now, listen, it's gonna be different. Give us your words of encouragement, your advice to women who are desperately seeking to have a mate for this year.
You go to the places where men hang out at that you want to be. If you want a millionaire, you got to go to where millionaires hang out at. You want a thug, you go where thugs hang out at. So you go to the places where those men hang out at.
Okay, so all right. Now listen, if you go, if you're gonna go where the millionaires are, you have to ask Mo. Ladies, ask Mo. Ask Mo. Her right there. You need to know
All right.
every course of the meal and what each piece of utensil or silverware is supposed to be used when you're supposed to be using.
Ladies, let me tell you somewhere. If you want to find a man, let me tell you the three places to go. By
Oh Lord.
yourself. By yourself. A restaurant and sit at the bar and order food by yourself. Any any sporting arena by yourself. Any. That's rodeo, that's soccer, that's football, that's basketball by yourself. And the third place is a car show by yourself. That's it.
Now, Mo,
That's
the car show, Mo, I'm with you on the car show. On the car show, I'm with you. But let me tell you, let me throw something in there. If you like me, if you go to a sporting event, like a concert or anything like that, and me and you sitting on the same row, and I pay $8 for my ticket, don't talk to me. You need to be somewhere else, closer to the stage. Because me and you was getting our tickets on StubHub. So we was trying to make sure our tickets was cheap. I'm just trying to say this. I'm just saying. If your tickets wasn't bought in advance, don't talk to him. You need to be closer to the stage. If I'm just saying, I'm just throwing it out there. But we get that's good, Mo. A car show definitely,
What about home
especially if
plate?
you run across a fella who know what he talking about, know his way around the cars.
by yourself. By yourself.
What about Home Depot? I always
I
heard
can say,
Home.
yeah. What about the Home Depot and the Lowe's, Mo?
Well, now I stay at the Home Depot. Christian on our A17, the one with the mini blinds, he's helped me many a times. Lord, thank you, Jesus. He done had to cut the blinds because I didn't want to pay extra for them. You know how to use. But yeah, and that's true. Is ladies will go to Lowe's and Home Depot, and please, ladies, dress up. Please, wear some eye makeup. Wear some lip gloss or something. Don't let them think that you might play for the other team because you're in the Home Depot.
Okay, Mo. Okay. All right.
Trying to go,
So,
yeah.
Mo, those were y'all encouraging words. We've been on 59 minutes. If I had to give anybody any encouraging words on today, do me a favor. Do me a favor. Do me a favor. Work on your communication with others, to make sure that you are communicating exactly what you need. Because to be honest with you, the most distance between two people is communication. If you don't know how to express what it is that you're looking for, do yourself a favor and see your therapist, see a life coach, see someone that can help you communicate that because men aren't mind readers,
And
and so
Anthony, we need that. We need your information. Give it to Q so he can put it on Master Gas because we need a list of therapists that we can go to in our community. Help us with that.
Psychology Today. That's the best place to go. And I will say that a lot of people try to look for therapists that look like them. The best therapist may be somebody totally opposite from you. The best therapist I've had was a old Jewish white woman. It don't always have to be someone that looks like you. But Psychology Today. Uh, but
Sounds good. Okay.
can I put a shameless plug?
go ahead.
If you want more information about Project 2025 and what led up to it and all that, and get your understanding of it, buy my book, I Told You So, Silent Takeover by Anthony Brown. It's on Amazon. It's on my website if you want a copy of it. I Told You So, Silent Takeover. It really puts a lot of insight into Project 2025. Yes.
Now, Anthony, now, is this your fourth book?
Yes.
This is his fourth book. So you're talking to an author, and so Anthony knows what he's talking about. He's fully information and wealth of knowledge. I'm gonna have him back on the show. He snuck into Houston, didn't tell nobody he was here until he got here.
You do. You never let your right hand know the left hand is doing.
But he hails from the DMV area, and so make sure you definitely catch him. Anthony, how's the podcast going?
I really had kind of taken a hiatus. I'm working on an episode now, but I'm taking a hiatus last year when I got hurt. So, but I have some episodes coming up.
All right, so and we're gonna definitely be dropping the information in the chat as well, so you guys can check it out. Well, this has been the show. Make sure you check my girl and myself, Miss April Sunshine, and me on this coming Monday night for MTG After Dark. I think we're gonna continue our conversation on sexual imagination. So, and I got a Blanche Devereaux story for you. I got a story for you. Make sure you come on in. because I got to set the story up. This happened to me recently, and so we gonna talk about it. We gonna talk about it.
Anthony, thank you so much for coming on. We need you back again. We need your expertise. I don't know why Q keep talking like he throwed off, but that's because he throwed off. He just got a new birthday. You know, his birthday just happened, so he a little old, you know, so we'll figure that out. But Anthony, thank you so very much.
All
To
right.
Reggie, we can't wait till you come back. Also, Reggie, my passport is updated now, so I'll be coming to visit you. I don't need a visa. I got a swimsuit from Costco that was 1999, and it covers everything except for the cellulite. But I ain't never heard no man. I never heard no man complain about cellulite. Only women complain about cellulite on other women. And if you don't go that route, you know, no problem.
Mo, let me tell you something. Men, we now unfortunately, and we gonna leave off on this, but men, we do rate 1 to 10. But let me tell you something. If she's a good foe, she could get it. Listen,
First of
we
all,
that's what it is. If she a good foe, she can get it.
well, this is my
Because you
thing
never know
on it.
what she can do in the dark, Mo.
It don't matter about what you can do in the dark. You can't rate me if you don't have a comma in your bank account. And on that, I'll talk to y'all later.
Two
If your
commas,
bank
Mo.
account
We
don't
need
have,
two
if it's a
commas.
negative, don't have no comma, you can't talk to me. Have a nice
We need
day,
two
Anthony.
commas.
Love when you come by. Yale Harvard.
We'll see,
Take
we'll
care.
see y'all in a minute. Y'all have a good night. I mean, a good day. Stay cool or warm or wherever you are. Mo is gone, and we'll see y'all in a minute. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks again, Anthony, for coming. We'll talk in a little bit, okay?
All right.
See y'all in a minute.